What's up, guys? It's your boy Wolfmoon Carter here. Excuse the fan noise. I just got my PC finally, and I probably need to do a few checkups and stuff to see why the fan is so loud, because it is a PC I got from a pawn shop, so I gotta check up on it and stuff like that. But anyways, we are about to play a visual novel called Lucid9. And I thought it'd be, a great thing to start out with, so we're gonna see what happens. Let's go. Oh, I should probably read this, huh? My bad. I've always loved red. It's different, brilliant, vibrant, unusual. A happy anomaly. Just like me. Red isn't much for nature. Really only shows up in autumn. And even then, it's a dreary rust or nauseating cherry. And we just can't have that. Not when it deserves so much more. A whispering breeze filters through my thoughts. Brushing against my skin with icy fingers, I allow myself a moment to pause, to relish, to admire, to welcome the freedom. Oh crap! My bad. To welcome the fresh scent of freedom. This is what I live for. When I open my eyes, I spot a frail leaf dancing upon the backbone of the passing wind, afflicting the world with its appalling shade of asparagus. I pluck it from its branch with the edges of my stained fingernails. Disgusting. How anyone could enjoy this color eludes me. A soft groan redirects my attention to my waiting masterpiece. It's lovely, really. It spreads across the ground, face contorted with fear, twitching, cold fingers, clutching at empty air. Not my best work, unfortunately. The canvas died much quicker than I had originally expected, even when I tried to carve a bit slower. Well, no matter. Today it shall be a palette for my paint. Oh God. Ew! I make quick work of my new palette's chest, ignoring the twitching of post-mortem reflexes from its mutilated kneecaps. Sweet color of red, true crimson, pure scarlet, slinks down its pallid abdomen, licking at the blossoming turf below. I dip my finger into the settling pool of blood. It's warm, sticky, like syrup, or settling gelatin. The sweet scent wafts to my nostrils. This is a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. This is super creepy. This might be really good. It smells of iron, of rust, of all things sharp and beautiful. Now, a new canvas. I check my surroundings, evaluating the surfaces and textures and sizes and shapes of every object in sight. None are quite so satisfactory as human skin with its I can't even pronounce that word, hold up. Elasticity, a porous absorption. Its innately warm tint, but a substitute is required, so a substitute I must find. Presently, I realize that I'm still holding that eyesore of a leaf in my hand. Well, I suppose it will have to do. In one bold, fluid stroke, I swipe my paint across the leaf, the very essence of Van Gogh himself. Ah, yes, dear Vincent, the man cut off his own ear to send a message when words just didn't suffice. I always admired his style. I take a moment to appreciate the leaf's newfound radiance before searching for a proper display. Something like this deserves to be exhibited. I hang my canvas back on its branch. That's better. If only there was more of this color in the world. I wonder who's calling this man's phone. The unexpected interlude of my phone drives me out of my thoughts. The irritating thing just loves to ruin the climax. Yes? Is it done? You're always in such a rush. Well, yes, it's done. I was having a moment. There's more where that came from. You interrupted me. You're the one who wanted to know when it was finished. A thrill leaps through my veins as my lips pull into a tenuous smile. Well, is it? Same time, same place as usual. You know the drill. I nearly clap my hands, but master myself for one final word. Understood? I cut the transmission and eagerly withdraw a small bottle from within my jacket. Only one pill left, no matter. I'll be getting more soon enough. I popped the capsule. Oh, crap. I popped the final capsule into my mouth, puncturing its skin with my teeth and rolling the bitter gel over my tongue. Now this is life. As a wave of euphoria sweeps through me, I turn my handiwork, strolling out of the meadow. Today's fun is over, but tomorrow will hold just as many pleasures. Okay, that was creepy as Finnock. You know, I'm thinking that I should probably try to do voices because I feel like that'll probably make it a lot more entertaining. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to work on that. Ma? Yama Ishimoto? Huh? I sluggishly pull my head upward, fixing my eyes on the woman at the front of the classroom. Are you even listening? I hide an instinctive smirk. Technically, no. I've always found napping more appealing than relearning history. That's been drilled into me since age 6. Not that I can actually say that. In all honesty, this teacher doesn't deserve that kind of callous response. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Summarize the whole section we've been reviewing.
I'm guessing it's a female teacher. I'm just gonna guess that. I glanced at the touchscreen board mounted behind the teacher, quickly skimming over the graphics and typography hovering on its surface. Hovering, I should say. Crap. So bad at reading. History of Isamu, our glorious metropolis, beginning 2000 AD. Easy. Life was really boring for a while. We weren't in debt, weren't at war, and we're basically not doing nothing interesting. Here, let me turn down my audio real quick. Let's turn that down to 40. That's better. Oh yeah. The teacher's lips purse into a thin line as the classroom erupts into snickers. I feel the slightest tinge of regret and rain in my sarcasm. Then, in 2007, America entered a debt crisis that caused a worldwide financial crash. Japan was one of the countries most affected by this. Well, second to China.
And why might that be?
Because we were dumb about who we partnered with. She taps her fingers impatiently on her desk, her eyes narrowing into slits. Well, she asked me to summarize the chapter. She didn't ask me how. Anyway, our glorious government didn't handle the situation so hot. So we had a lovely depression with all-time highs of unemployment and crime. Good effort. Gold star. The teacher waves her hands as the class roars with laughter.
Right, that's enough. I'll be needing to talk with you after class about your attitude, young man.
Meh. In other news, grass is green.
Elizabeth, perhaps you can salvage this explanation.
She gestures a few seats to my right where my lavender-haired classmate sits, her spine as straight as a ruler. I feel a curdle of distaste in the pit of my stomach as I lounge against my chair. Of course, Elizabeth Oshiro, class valedictorian, school poster child, and the area's golden girl. Nap time. I settle my head in my arms as Elizabeth leaps to her feet, smiling warmly, actually. Crap, I don't know why I'm reading this stuff wrong. Certainly, during this time, Japan fell into chaos. Public demonstrations, often violent, occurred almost every day. Furthermore, political scandals regarding the national government kept spreading. I should probably come up with a voice for her, but I'm not too good on doing female voices, I'm not gonna lie to you. Male voices, I'll probably do a lot better with, but still. The teacher relaxes at Elizabeth's textbook recitation. She even shoots a quick glare in my direction, as if to say, see? Why can't you be like Elizabeth?
Eventually, local political powers...
I don't know why this became the voice. Oh well. Okay, anyways.
Powers became more effective than the centralized administration, hence why Isamu operates as smoothly as it does.
Yes, thanks to the mayor's efforts. Perfectly done, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth smiles primly and settles back into her seat, fixing her eyes on me with challenging disapproval. I only shrug my shoulders, sending her an easy smirk. Oh, beautiful and brainy. She might be worthy enough to make my list. Oh, it's a guy voice. Here we go. It's gonna be lit. I glance to my left just in time to catch another classmate. Yahiko Ikari, winking conspicuously at Elizabeth. She clearly ignores him. Well, that's Yahiko for you. I can't remember a day when he hasn't tried to flirt with some girl or another, nor can I remember a day where he wasn't flat out rejected. Technically, he's my former roommate, which makes him my friend of 2 years. How close of a friend? Well, that's up for debate. Huh? She managed to deflect my charms. I wonder how. Me too. No one can resist the Yahiko Ikari.
Yahiko!
Yahiko clamps his mouth shut as the teacher's strident command. She leans heavily against her desk, massaging her temples with her fingers.
All right, class. Thanks to Elizabeth, we've seen where we come from. I'm sure you're all wondering what the point of this history recap was.
Not really, no.
We must study the past to understand the future. As such, it's imperative that the next topic be taken seriously. So, where do you all see yourself 10 years from now?
I'm barely able to stifle a tort. It's only, what, the second day of school? Sure, this is the third year class. Sure, we're preparing for college entrance exams. Does that mean that we have to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our lives? The teacher pointedly looks at me, a hard glint in her eye.
Yama Ishimoto, perhaps you'd like to get us started.
I'm tempted to say no thank you, but that'd be pretty rude. I'll manage my parents' restaurant, I guess. The teacher's lips tighten ever so slightly. I know what she's thinking. No passion, no ambition. He will be a failure, this one. It'll pay the bills. What more can I ask for? Really, dude? Out of anything you could have picked, you picked a restaurant manager?
Well,
What would you suggest?
add a bunch more, dude, like women and cars.
And he criticizes me for lack of imagination.
Come on, it's 10 years. Anything can happen.
The teacher shoots him a disapproving glare as his voice raises dramatically in volume.
Ah, Yahiko, thank you for volunteering. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yahiko beams, and I feel a sudden sense of dread. Here goes his dream, the one I've heard no less than 200 times before.
Well, Teach, I see myself with a Ferrari F500 under one arm, a Lamborghini Aventador 704 under the other, and a lot of beautiful women in between, fighting for an honorable privilege of bearing my children.
The class stares at him. Ah, heck, let's have some fun. I whisper to him. What about the mansion?
Right. Take all that and put it in front of a 20,000 square foot mansion intended to by a staff of 1,000 maids.
And where is this located?
Oh. It's in the Caribbean on an island, a man-made island specifically constructed just for me. With my name laser engraved into the hills so that every plane that flies by sees it belongs to.
That's quite enough, Yahiko. Thank you for your, input?
Clearly she doesn't believe in his dream. Actually, I don't think anyone except Yahiko believes in his dream. Then again, Yahiko has enough belief to make up for everyone else.
Now, Umeko, what about you?
As the rest of our climates? What am I? As the rest of our classmates drone on about joining some kind of mega corporation like Lemoniskate or Way Forward Pharmaceuticals, I lean closer to Yahiko. You forgot something.
Did I?
The yacht. The walk-in closet just for designer shoes. The private jet. A second mansion in Tahiti.
Oh crap, I did. Hey Teach.
Unfortunately for the teacher, the school bell rings before he can grab her attention. My classmates immediately shove their belongings into their bags and bolt for the door. Meanwhile, Yahiko heads straight for the teacher's desk, eyes lit with excitement as he jabbers on and on about his yacht and his designer shoes and his private jet and his second mansion in Tahiti. A restaurant manager, huh? And there's Elizabeth. Slipping into Yahiko's now vacant seat, she shifts her backpack's weight to the desk and raises a patronizing eyebrow at me. Well, sorry for being realistic, Miss CEO of a mega corporation.
Sorry that I actually haven't mentioned Mr. Manager of the family restaurant.
What? Should I have talked about having a mansion and cars and maids on my own personal island?
You didn't even shoot for a restaurant not owned by your parents.
They'll kick the bucket one day. I might as well be the one who takes over. Dang, that's savage, bro.
Have some respect, would you?
I snicker at that. Respect? Me? I flash her a bright, overly friendly smile. See you around, Lizzie. She fumes, but forces herself to take a deep breath until her expression stills.
Unfortunately.
That was a pretty nice comeback, I'll give her that much. Beth? Still up for lunch? A student slides through a door with a warm smile and a wave. I recognize her as a girl who's always with Elizabeth. Don't know much else about her. In a blink of an eye, Elizabeth's face softens into a friendly grin.
I'll be right there.
Yep, just in case it wasn't clear enough. Her hate is directed exclusively at me. She's the queen of angels to everyone else. Particularly this girl, who I guess is the closest thing she has to a friend.
Well, Ishimoto, it's been a pleasure.
I bet it has. She lifts her chin and stiflingly walks out of the classroom, nearly bumping into a startled Yahiko on the way out. As a train of second years, probably her groupies, pull her away, Yahiko slips next to me.
Why did she talk to you? Why did she talk to you? Not me, the great Yahiko Ikari.
Maybe there's a lot to how many brain cells she's willing to sacrifice for conversation. Beats me. She's been doing that for a while.
Really?
We were in the same class last year.
Really?
I'm not surprised that he just learned about this. Then again, to be fair, I don't talk to Yahiko much about my personal life. Yeah, something like that. It's not important. Yahiko evaluates me for a second with an unusual stoic expression, but quickly shakes it off, his face melting into a grin.
So, what'd you think about my dream earlier?
This again. On second thought, maybe we should have kept talking about Elizabeth. Same as the other 200 times you've told me.
It hasn't been too hot. Has it really?
203, to be exact.
Huh? So that means you think it's amazing, right?
Totally. I think it's the best dream in history, and it's so original and realistic.
Ah, thanks, dude. Cool. Yeah. Great.
But I don't think you're aiming high enough.
Huh? What should I add?
Aim for the moon. He gasps. Really? What a goofball, man. He gasps as if it's the best idea ever, the poor soul.
Forget Tahiti. A mansion on the moon?
You'd be the first. And probably the last.
Just think about the possibilities. No one's even set foot on the moon. Imagine how famous I'll be if I build a mansion there.
No one's even set foot? Seriously? Either I stepped into a conversation at the wrong time, or someone just came up with a really stupid idea. Enter Ryu Hayata, my friend of 10 years. Technically, she's a grade lower than me, but that doesn't stop us from hanging out. She's stuck with me through thick and thin. She probably knows me better than I know myself. Besides her stands let me try that again. Beside her stands Masato Kurugane. Hardy in both build and personality. He looks like what's-his-face from K, the anime. If I had to describe him in one word, I'd use fire, easily antagonized, hard to put out, and blazes every obstacle out of his way.
Afternoon, little daisies. What's going on here?
I'm gonna build a vacation home on the moon.
What voice should I do for her? What voice should I do? I really don't know. I'm really trying to think about this.
Somehow,
Okay, Dad. No.
somehow, I can't say I'm surprised.
What did I just click on? Oh, snap. My bad. Oops.
I know, right? I'm brilliant. Think, the first man on the moon, and the first man to build a mansion on it.
You're so bright. You're blinding me.
What have you been telling him?
That a giant leap for him is a small step for mankind. She has to think about that for a moment, but I'm rewarded with a smirk.
Clever.
I know.
Look, if you guys are done yapping, Yama and I gotta head to track. What? I didn't think Yama was joining again this year. Of course he is.
This is news to me.
It doesn't seem like a good idea, considering he only went to one practice last year and ditched the rest. Well, he ain't ditching this year. Ain't that right, man?
Well, now that you mention it...
What's that? You guys didn't even win last year, Masato. No need to make a big deal.
Misato's eyes flare with the instinctual need to prove the worthiness of track.
We're winning this year. I got a secret weapon. Really?
Misato lights up at Ryu's apparent interest.
See, we lost a lot last year because we didn't have good names. This year I've got a great one.
He pauses for dramatic effect.
Marvelous Massa!
Well, at the very least, this is a pretty good opportunity to joke around. Wow, that's fantastic! And I'll call myself Speed of Light Mountain Destroyer.
The hell?
You should rename yourself to Streaking Shadow Dark Eradicator. Then we'll be unstoppable.
Ain't no way I'm going with that.
Yeah, he isn't great with sarcasm. I smirk at him, but before I can elaborate, the PA above us crackles to life.
The club is officially open in the courtyard. Feel free to drop by and check out some of what your fellow students have planned.
Already? At just the second day, maybe the school's just making everything happen faster this year. I don't really see why. Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy has always done well for itself, even throughout the recession. There's no need to change things now.
Hey, it's club time. Let's go take a look.
No thanks. I'd rather not be blacklisted.
What does that mean?
It means that she's afraid to go with you. You'll outshine her so much that the clubs won't be interested in her.
Oh.
Ryu glares at me. I only wink back.
Well, you shouldn't worry about that, my dear Ryu. I'm sure I can use my substantial sphere of influence to get you a good spot.
I'm already in a club, you know. Drama club?
Oh, right.
She's been in the drama club since last year, and somehow he's still forgotten.
Then that was Yama talk?
Wow, crap, I read that completely wrong.
Then what was Yama talking about?
Nothing. Just acting like an idiot as usual.
Well, you know what they say, like attracts like. Ryu elbows me sharply in the ribs, but her lips are pulling up at the corners.
They also say opposites attract.
Yeah? And we know which one you are. She slaps me playfully on the arm as Masato and Yahiko watch the blank stares. Did I just miss? Oh crap, I ruined it! I ruined the voice! I broke character! Even though I've been breaking character this whole video, but still.
Did I just miss something?
No more than you usually do.
Yahiko frowns for a moment, but eventually shrugs the exchange off.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need to find myself a club to grace with my innumerable talents.
They're innumerable, alright.
So, without further ado, I bid thee farewell.
He turns with a flourish of his hand, but Rio calls after him.
You know that we'll be there, right?
Huh?
Club recruitment day? All the clubs will be here, including track and drama.
Oh. Well, see you there.
He whisked out of the room.
You're coming too, man, to track booth, yeah?
Me? Like I'm track's poster child. In fact, I'll probably just scare away potential recruits.
Don't think like that. You can be a great asset, man. You just gotta believe. AKA every movie theme ever.
We exchange snickers, but Masato grabs my arm.
Really, man, you coming?
Surprised by his sudden intensity, I contemplated for a moment. It doesn't take long. Sure, why not?
Really?
Not like I have anything else to do. Masato grins, releasing my arm.
Good. I gotta go set up, but I'm expecting you there.
He dashes out of the room after a quick wave to Ryu. She smiles back and promptly turns to me.
Have you figured out why he wants you to join track so badly?
Not a clue. She hesitates for a moment and glances around the room.
You know, you could join drama club instead. It could be a valid excuse for Masato.
I think he just asked why I joined a different club when I could have joined track.
But still,
I think you'd really like it. I broke character again. Honestly, it sounds like it could be pretty fun. Ryu seems to enjoy it. She often claims that it's just like when we played make-believe as kids. And make-believe is one of the few things that I don't mind doing. But it's so much work.
it's no more work than track, idiot. Besides, you could, not you could, it could really be fun.
I'll take your word for it. She rolls her eyes and shoulders her bag.
Well, fine, Mr. Grumpy Pants. Some of us have club booths to manage, so I'm gonna get going.
I'll go with you. We walk in step to the door, almost into freedom, and then the strident voice of the teacher rips through the air.
Yama Ishibato! Surely you didn't expect to escape so easily.
Ah, yes, my attitude problem. I turn to Ryu, suddenly pleading. Bail me out?
Not a chance.
What?
What? It builds character.
I have plenty of character. Come on, throw up a distraction for me. I throw in a shameless dose of puppy eyes. She only pokes my forehead, sticking out her tongue.
You win some, you lose some. Just be glad it's with the teacher instead of the police.
She darts off as I call falter falteringly after her. Boy. But at least the police wouldn't bore me to tears.
What was that, young man?
I turned to find the teacher hovering right behind me. Whoops. Nothing. Great weather we're having, huh? She doesn't seem amused.
At this point?
At what point? It's the second day of school, unless she's referring to teaching me last year. Come to think of it, yeah, it's highly possible.
It's clear that detention is doing nothing for your toxic behavior.
Well, yeah, because I nap in detention.
Therefore, I've taken the liberty of recommending you for therapeutic mentorship, which will take place on campus at the discretion of our dorm manager. Requirements for this 1 hour, 5 days a week. The mentor will need to sign off on every visit.
The what now? Are you scheduling brainwashing sessions for me?
Excuse me. You might have other ideas, young man, but civility and respect are integral cornerstones of our modern society. If it doesn't result in scrubbing away some of the arrogance of yours, then I say good riddance.
I'm shocked by this unusual passionate outburst from her. She slows her breath, shaking as she jabs a book and envelope at me.
Take this. Mr. Ryuta's office. You know where it is.
A tiny pinch of tension releases. Mr. Ryuta's the mentor? Maybe this won't be so bad. I give the book a once-over. The cover is somber and 100% boring. Block letters proclaim primates of the 21st century, 100+ correctional techniques to improve the mindset of an underdeveloped adolescent. Well, gee, I'm honored.
Take it.
I take it.
Goodbye, Yama Ishimoto.
She flounces out of the classroom, clearly fed up with my shenanigans. Wordlessly, I turn my head down the corridor. Guess someone's a little touchy, not that I could blame her. If I had a student like me, I'd hate him too. I tromp down the stairs to the first floor and stop before a door at the edge of the hallway, bearing the sign, J. Ryuta, dorm manager. I rap sharply on the wood 3 times. Mr. Ryuta?
What is it? Nuclear war?
What? No.
Meh. Don't feel like opening the door for anything less important.
I could open the door myself.
Locked it. Don't bother.
I press my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is, action-packed orchestral strings, just barely bleeding through the wood. Faint clanging of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryota?
Bah!
A moment later, the door's lock clicks open. And hold on, which one is this? Save. Right there. Alright. We are gonna leave that there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below things you liked or didn't like about the video. And with time, I am hoping to do better with the vocals and stuff like that, reading stuff and everything. Because this is something that I've never thought about doing, but it seemed like it'd be kind of interesting to do. So I'm giving it a try. And hopefully next video I'll remember the voices. And again, I'm going to try to figure out why the fan is so loud. I probably need to check up on some of the parts and stuff and see if it's good. But yeah, again, Thank you guys for watching, and this is your boy Wolfmoon Carter, squatting out to the next video.